And as women, we do understand that we need to be supportive, understanding, loving, and caring towards our husbands, and we will do that.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Here's an African woman that says, "Dear African American men looking for African wives, please don't bring that 50-50 mess over here." Before we get started, I want to give a special thanks to Dominic Harris for your generous contribution to my channel on Cash App. Please know that your support is greatly appreciated. Now let's see what she has to say and see if we agree.
To all African American men that asked whether or not they can find themselves good wives in Africa, yes, 100% you can find yourselves good wives in Africa. I'm sure you can find yourself a good wife anywhere in the world. But if you are moving to Africa, 100%, I can tell you now that Africa has of the most beautiful women, of the most kindest, understanding women. 100%. But here's a tip, right? When you do come to South Africa or you come to Africa, the 50-50 thing that you guys do that side, leave it there. Leave it there.
Okay, so she said, don't bring that 50-50 mess over here to Africa.
Please understand that the feminist movement, our ability to participate in it is very limited due to our traditions and our culture, so culture and traditions supersede any participation in any movement, the feminist movement being one of it. So
the women in Africa are not participating in the feminist movement. Okay, cool.
Now, this does not mean that we do not have good women. It just means that at the end of the day, culture is important, And as women, we do understand that we need to be supportive, understanding, loving, and caring towards our husbands, and we will do that. We also understand that we need to work together towards a common goal, which is to make the marriage work. And we will work, and we will help, and we will support.
See, if this was a woman in Western society saying this, I wouldn't believe her. But because that's the culture in Africa, my whole mood changes from my way of thinking when it's an American woman saying this. Is it just me?
But the 50-50 thing is not a prerequisite for the relationship. I'm just letting you know. And if there's an African man or a man that tells you that we do 50-50 in Africa, unamanga, they are lying to you. Do not listen to them. I'm telling you now, they are lying to you. And I'm sure there's a lot of women that can back me on this. The 50-50 thing, it's not an African thing. Tradition will always supersede everything else. I'm just letting you all know.
And this is where the biggest problem lies with women in America, especially black women. Black women in America don't want to play their role when it comes down to being traditional. But at the same time, they can tell you everything a traditional black man is supposed to do and expect him to do it. Then she'll get upset if the traditional man that she desires doesn't want her because she's not traditional. She'll say he wants a slave.
Just, you guys asked me for advice. I'm giving you advice. This is a tip from me to you so that you can come and you can get yourself good wives. Now, I wouldn't want you to miss out on an opportunity to meet a good wife just because now you have asked her to split the tip or split the bill for a date that you asked her on. Now she needs to pay for her food. No, guys, no. No, don't do that. You might just miss out on a really good wife. So don't say that Samantha didn't tell me. I did. I'm telling y'all now, do not ask an African woman for 50-50. And if any other African man or men have told you that, it's a lie. It's a lie.
Well, thank you, Samantha. So let's see if the men out there will agree with me. Not just the black men, but the men of other races too. Back in the day, I never had a problem paying 100% for a date for a woman that I asked out. When I asked that woman out, I saw that there was some type of value about her that I would benefit from if we continued to see each other. Nowadays, traditional men are not as willing to pay 100% of the bill because he has no idea what this woman's value is, even if she tells him she has the value that a man is looking for. Unless it's a coffee date, then he'll pay 100%. The majority of us are not even going to ask her out on a regular date to get to know her. We'll meet her at the park and swing on the swings and talk before we actually take her out on a date and spend our hard-earned money on her. But wait a minute, ladies. Don't blame us men for the reasons that it's this way in this country. It's the feminist movement that started this mess. Men are only reacting to what modern-day women started. You say you don't need us. You say you don't want us. You say you want equality. So that's exactly what we give you. We give you what you're asking for. And if that's not good enough, then men just won't ask you out at all, which is already happening. So fellas, am Am I the only one that thinks this way? When I think about dating a woman from another culture like Africa, the Philippines, or Thailand, where the women are still feminine, supportive, kind, and thoughtful, the thought of going 50-50, it never even crosses my mind. It's only when I think about dating a woman in Western society is when I'm thinking she needs to come up off of something. So is it just me? So Samantha, tell the single African women we're on our way. And if they're like you described in this video, we'll have no problem paying 100% for the date. Alright, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video. So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these two videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.